So today I want to answer a question that I get asked all the time, and the question is, what do I really need to invest money in to really maximize the return on my investment when it comes to selling my house? So there's three things that I would recommend. No matter what price range your house is in, you got to have these three things right. If these three things aren't right, the house isn't going to show well. The buyers aren't going to offer you close to what you're asking. They're not going to see the value in it. So these three things that will help your house stand out. So number one is you got to declutter. So your house has got to be in order. Take stuff off the refrigerator. You don't want a bunch of magnets on there, a bunch of clutter laying around. You don't want dirty clothes. Your beds need to be made up. So the standard that your house needs to be to have it on the market is a little bit higher standard than if you were just living in it. So I have a 4-year-old, almost 4-year-old, about to have a newborn at the house as well. If I was gonna have to put my house on the market, I'd probably have to move out of it because my house is a wreck. We get it cleaned, next thing you know, kids come through, pull out all the toys and kind of go from there. The next thing that you gotta have right, so number one is declutter, number two is your paint's gotta look good. So paint goes a long way. Having touch-up paint done, having that fresh paint smell when people walk through the house goes a long ways. And paint really does not cost a whole lot, especially if you have the skill to do it yourself. I don't have that skill. I would have to pay somebody to come do it at my house. So declutter number one, paint number two. Third thing you gotta have right is flooring. So if your carpet's worn out, if your hardwood floors are beat up and peeling up, if your tile is cracked, it's not going to show very well. So having those three things is going to help your house stand out. And again, the three things that you got to have right is it's got to be decluttered, you got to have good paint, you got to have good flooring. If you got any questions, feel free to comment below. Hope this helped. This is the Weekly Real Estate Tip.